Hi, Kapun Piso here. We're celebrating on a Sunday Easter. What is Easter? As we know, we create everything, thoughts, believing God with the brain. We must keep in mind, tempora mutantur et nos mutamur in illis. Times change and we change with them. And tempus omnia revelat. Time brings all to light. So Easter, somebody said, from the goddess Öster or Astarte. But actually, everything started in Rome. Thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago, the firmament were a mystery, as well as our reproductive organs and vegetables. They die in winter, they resurrect in spring. The vast Roman Empire gave us everything in Western civilization. All the religious festivals, Christianity, the God and Savior Iulius Christ, that mutated into Jesus Christ, his passion. Everything you see today in the Western world, engineering, architecture, etc., comes from Rome, including Easter. The Roman Empire adopted religions all over, from all over, Mesopotamia, everywhere, and they blended them, make them their own. Now we talk about Easter Sunday, which is the Hilaria, the celebration of the resurrection of vegetation, equivalent, personified, and also in the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, which is Julius Caesar Christ. The Hilaria was celebrated in Rome as the resurrection of Attis, the son of Cybele, the mother goddess, and of course mutated with the Julius Caesar the Christus. You can see the infection of Christianity and the distortion of the church. Every scholar right now and everyone explain Easter saying, oh, it's the worship of the Öster or the goddess Astarte and the eggs and representing fertility and rabbits, you know, and all that pagan symbols. What these people don't realize is that they are actually ignorant of the facts, and they never mention the resurrection of the true God in those days. Julius Caesar the father, Augustus the son of God, and the genius. As I said in my previous videos, the 15th of March of the year 44 BCE, the God and Savior, the Father, the Holy Father, Julius Caesar the God, was sacrificed. And then it is believed he resurrected. Later when he coming up here. But when was he sacrificed? What day? Well, could have been, we really don't know exactly the day, but it's supposed to be on a Friday. Why Friday? Friday is the day of his mother, Venus. One of the main symbols of Venus is a hare. And symbol of fertility. You know, hares, you know, rabbits come and go, they disappear real fast. So they were magic. The Romans in the Pantheon worship the 7 planets, the 7 main gods, represented by the days of the week. Monday, the day of the moon. Tuesday, day of Mars. Wednesday, day of Mercury, the messenger of the gods. Thursday, the day of Jupiter Optimus Maximus, which is equated also with Caesar. There used to be his Flamen Dialis with the priest of Jupiter. Friday, the day of Venus, the life giver, with the milk of her breast, and they give her children, because the penis was worshipped since ancient Egypt, and also the vagina. Then Saturday, the god of time, Saturn, which the reason the Jews use the Shabbat, the Sabbath. And then of course Sunday, the Apollo, the sun god, the Sol Invictus. Here is the Pantheon before the Catholic retards stole their marble and turned it into a church. Here is the creation of, by an act of masturbation. All religions today originated in Egypt 5,000 years ago. They all began with an act of masturbation, and all happening in the sky, in the stars. And guess what you use when you masturbate? A hand. This is the hand of God, and this is what you make the semen come and create things. So that's the reason you have all these images of the hand of God in like in Aachen, and in a lot of churches. Here is the hand of God in the church in Aachen holding a relic, and here is Venus of Willendorf with a little big breast equivalent to a penis gland. And here in the Vatican in obelisk, the glands. The Romans believe the breast milk and the semen were the same liquid. They come from God. The roundness of the penis, of the glands of the penis, they looked at it and it was very similar, the shape, to half of an egg, and also to a lady's breast, the tip of the breast. So it was actually sacred, and they worshipped that. And it was represented by Priapus, Min, and also by Venus, Genetrix, which became Genetrix, which the problem we have today with sex and pedophilia and all this deviation is thanks to the retarded Catholic Church, the creators of Christianity. They are too ignorant to teach actually the truth of everything. There's nothing wrong with sex or homosexuality or anything like that. It's just the retarded don't even know what the truth is. Here is the goddess Moon and Venus, which is a bright star, also named Lucem, where the Lucifer name came from. And here a lot of Islamic countries have flags with the moon and the star. Here is the goddess Sin from ancient Persia. And here, there you go, the Lady of the Vatican with all the eggs. The goddess Artemis, which is the mother goddess, and Venus Genetrix, the mother of Caesar, and now the Virgin Mary doing the same thing. Shooting
Diocletian. That's the emperor that actually ended up winning the battle against Maxentius. Over there you can see the temple of Venus and Roma that was actually constructed by the Son of God, the sacrificed Lord and Savior Gaius Iulius Caesar. The criminal Constantine actually built it in the year 320.
The same temple as it looked in the 3rd century, which is now a church. The Romans personified everything, and that is the reason you have all the temples built like this one that you just saw right in front of the Colosseum is the temple of Roma and Venus, the mother of, and they were all over the empire, including the city of Aphrodisias that was named after Venus. And that's the reason you have also anything veneric, like venereal disease is because of Venus. And also Mount Veneris and the lady's vulva is also means the same. There is a lot of excavation in Aphrodisias, and the Catholic Church started building in the 5th century on top of the temples. Here's the son of God, Augustus, which is equivalent to Jesus Christ, in Aphrodisias. And look at this. He was equated with Jupiter. So, the son of God, Augustus, was descendant also of Venus. And automatically, she becomes the mother of God. Identify with the moon, and that's the reason you see the Virgin Mary with the moon and stars and pigeons. The doves also were the sacred bird of Venus. The day was a Friday, and of course the eggs, reproduction, mother of God, the milk. That is the reason we celebrate Easter, because Attis resurrected is equated with the sacrifice Julius Caesar had resurrected, the shape of the comet, son of Venus, and also then you can see the hair, which also represents the sacred animal also of Venus, and then the eggs, which is equivalent to the head of the penis, the glands, and there you go, fertility. That's what Easter represents, and they should be teaching kids all this, not the garbage and nonsense of Christian retarded myth, with our 2,000 years ago, but not today in the 21st century. In Pace Diorum.